I talk a lot about filmmaking on this channel and what it's like to pursue that, but I promise I know that more than half of you probably are not really into that. And that's a-okay. Perhaps you're here against your will because you happen to know someone who's kind of crazy and interested in media like me. This video is for you. I would have given up or failed or accidentally killed myself years ago had it not been for my non-film friends. During undergrad, I had school, 2 jobs, and media projects I was giving all my free time to because I was so desperate to learn. It was my normal friends who saved me by starting to smuggle food into my backpack or come to set when it was snowing and I'd forgotten my coat. And it was my non-filmmaking friend who helped me clean up the biggest mess in my mess-making career and my filmmaking career. Filmmaking is messy, and if you're on a no-budget student film and the director, you're more than likely the art department as well as everything else. When I was making a film and decided to bust open a down feather pillow so that the light would be streaming through the window dramatically as the feathers flew through the light and my character was crying dramatically, it was beautiful. And it was a disaster. I severely underestimated the amount of feathers in a down feather pillow. And if you know anything about log cabins, you know they have these lovely little slits between the logs because logs are round. You also know that feathers have absolutely no weight to sweep or scoop or otherwise vacuum them up. So the day after we finished filming, I knew I had to go to this cabin and clean up these feathers because the couple who had let us use the cabin had let us use it for free and had been super nice, and I wanted to make it cleaner than I found it, but holy million feathers, Batman. My best friend and her mom came up that weekend and offered to help me lint roll a cabin. That's right, lint roll. It's not that big of a cabin. It was maybe 15 foot by 15 foot, like the size of a big shed. And it took over 5 hours. My friend knew how much time I had invested into this film and how excited I was for it to be finished and how tired I was after a week of filming. So she invested her time into me and my project. Even though she had really no caring about the filmmaking process. That just wasn't her thing, and that's okay. I'd probably still be there picking up those feathers one by one had it not been for her. So thank you, Sarah, and all my other non-film friends who have been there for me through every situation that I've gotten myself into, and for helping me get back out of them, and for understanding when I spend ridiculous amounts of hours working on a media project, even though you really don't understand, but you love me anyway. I really couldn't do this without you. So for those of you who are watching this video and feeling a little left out because you're not a filmmaker and you don't know how to run a camera, please know that you are the most important member of that crew because you're the one who supports the filmmaker when they come home and are like, this isn't working and I don't know how to make this happen and oh my gosh, I've messed up and I don't know how to pick up a billion feathers. It's because you believed in your friend and encouraged them that they believed that they could take on this crazy project in the first place. So it's all thanks to you, and thank you. And if you feel like you want to get involved but you're not sure how, this is what I recommend. Bake cookies. Filmmakers love cookies. I love talking about filmmaking, so if you love hearing about filmmaking, be sure to subscribe or follow me on Instagram and Twitter because that's where I am when I'm not on your lovely screen. Also, if you want to give Sarah, my lovely friend, a shout out, the master feather cleaner, I did tell that story at her wedding. Be sure to do so in the comments.